The Darien Sportsplex in Darien, Illinois, home rink of the Tier 2 Chicago Hawks, and venue for this opening weekend of the 2023-24 season, where this evening in Game 1, the Chicago Mission will take on the Madison Capitals.
Finley now through center ice into the Reaper zone, under 30 seconds to go. Finley takes a hit from Sustek. To Varga now, sharp-angled shot, and a save by Baratieri, puck behind the net. 20 seconds, that deflects up in the netting, and that might do it. 14 seconds, 12, 10, they're not going to drop another puck, John. It never gets old. Chicago Mission have won the 2023 Tier 1 Illinois State Championship. 13 seconds left. Net is empty. Zajic and Diggins battle for it. Knocked away. 5 seconds left. Towards the empty net. Blocked by Kuzma, and that'll do it. Team Wisconsin has won the 2023 Tier 1 Central District Championship. Draw a parallel. Some people don't know this. The 07 Mission team last year did not win their Central District. We talked about it before the game. And then they went in and they won the national championship. Illinois State Champion is a title they carry with great pride, but it wasn't the last banner they wanted to hang. It was heartbreak as the Mission fell one goal and one win short of the ultimate prize at the National Championship in Plymouth, Michigan. But that was 5 months ago, and the boys in green are back for the most wonderful time of the year. And while some of the names and faces have changed, the goal remains the same. Come together as a team and complete the unfinished mission. Hello everyone, Ryan Katansky, Robert Finley, and Megan Dunley on the camera here. Delighted you could join us once again for another great season of 08 Chicago Mission Hockey on YouTube. We want to give a special shout out to our families joining us internationally, the extended family of our Cody Powells, joining us from Port Elizabeth and Johannesburg, South Africa, and a special welcome to the Madison Capitals families that are joining us on YouTube today. Well, here we are. It's hard to believe that it's been nearly 5 months since the Mission marched to the National Championship Final, which ended in a 2-1 loss to Bishop Kearney Selects. who made something of a Cinderella run to the final after upsetting number 1 Shattuck St. Mary's in an epic overtime epic in the quarterfinals. They actually put in the game winner twice in overtime, the first one being waved off after the official determined it had knocked in with a high stick. They subsequently won the game on a power play goal, knocking off the pre-tournament favorite and opening the door for anything to happen. Now that Bishop Kearney victory certainly benefited the number 2 ranked Mission, who went 0-5-0 against Shattuck during the regular season, and they would take advantage, though it didn't come easy. The Mission defeated the Carolina Junior Canes 5-1 in their first round robin game. They were handed a setback, losing 7-3 to the Pittsburgh Vengeance. And with only 3 preliminary games and the tiebreaks that existed, that put them in a win and need help situation against eventual champion Bishop Kearney. The Mission won the game 2-1, then watched as the Carolina Junior Canes pulled a 3-1 upset against Pittsburgh Vengeance to knock the Vengeance out and vaulting the Mission into the 8-team playoff. They then defeated Dallas Stars Elite 7-1 in the quarterfinals and number 3 Pittsburgh Pens Elite 7-4 in the semifinal to set up the rematch against Bishop Kearney. Mission held a 1-0 lead on the second period Lucas Zajic power play goal, but Bishop Kearney was able to tie the game in the second, then got the game winner in the third to win the national championship. Robert, the margin between victory and defeat at that national championship tournament was razor thin, with 16 teams leaving it out on the ice on every shift, and the Mission fell just short of the ultimate prize. I always like to say that we learn more from our losses and from our disappointments than we do from our victories. Now, while it is August and we got a whole season ahead of us while we play each game one at a time, and you don't want to get ahead of yourself as a team, I think we all know that this Mission team, they're going to put a chip on their shoulder with an eye on Fargo, North Dakota, and that 2024 National Championship Tournament.
Well, Ryan, thanks very much once again for letting me join you and RK Productions for the 23-24 season. Certainly looking forward here to opening night out in Darien. You know, there's always a sense of excitement, not only from the boys, but the coaches and the families out there tailgating, enjoying each other's company and enjoying some ice-cold beverages before coming inside to watch the kids start off against the Madison Capitals. And, you know, I would think, you know, this year in terms of the, and at least early on in the year, right? Well, they're starting to get to know each other again after working so hard over the summer. You know, kind of putting together that chemistry will be one of the main things as we see what they look like here on a Friday evening out in Darien. You know, secondly, the energy, right? You know, bringing the energy. Long day at school. You know, all the boys are back in school now, and some of them, you know, coming from a few different places to make it here for the 5 o'clock puck drop. So you got energy. You know, you got a little bit of chemistry, and then I think another theme early on in the year and throughout the year, you know, is going to be focus and discipline. You know, when you get so close the year before, as we did at one game going into that third period, falling 2-1. You know, don't think that, you know, that you're better than you are, right? It's a new season, some new faces that we're going to be introduced to shortly, and keeping that focus, keeping that discipline for this marathon season to see if, in fact, we can make it back not only to the national tournament, but to that final game. So I think those are a few of the themes, especially early in the year, that we're going to be watching and following.
Yeah, just putting a bow on the Nationals, I think there's a couple obvious takeaways. One of them is clearly experience, and you can't put a price tag on it. You're playing on the biggest stage. And this team has players that have won multiple state titles in big tournaments, but there's nothing like the National Championship Tournament, both because of where you are, who you're playing, who's watching, and really they had that experience twice last year. If you want to go back to the International Silver Stick Tournament, losing that 1-goal heartbreaker to the Vaughan Kings, and then they had the experience again, but nothing is a substitute for experience. I thought in both tournaments the boys stayed poised, and they're going to carry that. It's only going to be a benefit for them coming into this season. The other thing is I think they're going to have a chip on their shoulder coming into the year. You know, repeating is tough for a reason. You got there, and not only is it hard to repeat, but sometimes the championship teams struggle to reach the playoffs next year. I always like to bring up my Rangers. 94, they win the Cup. They barely make the playoffs in 95. conversely, it's not uncommon, and you go back through a lot of the pro sports, especially like football in the 80s, where the teams who lost in the conference final, they're in the final the next year, or the NFC Championship, AFC Championship game, and teams that lost in the finals, a lot of times they'll win the championship the next season. So come into the season with an edge and a chip, something to prove, a purpose, that can make for a dangerous team. You got the eye of the tiger, but it is one of the reasons why it's so hard to repeat in any sport.
Well, making those little steps every year, right? Showing, the improvement not only, individually, but as a team, right? Growing and maybe taking home the trophy that rather than the second place medals or whatever else. But it again. You're gonna have to have some focus and have some discipline, and not think that just showing up that's enough. And we'll get into it as the year goes on. We're going to see some of those teams that we expect to compete against for the national championship soon enough. Those teams that didn't win it last year, right? I mean, BK, they were a bit of a dark horse even coming into that national championship, I think, having to knock off number 1 and number 2 to take home the trophy. So there's some other teams too as well, Ryan. And again, we'll get into it as the season goes on that, are also coming in with a chip on their shoulder, and awfully talented teams.
Yeah, and it shows you how razor thin the margin is between these teams. I mean, BK came in ranked number 9. There really isn't a substantive difference between in the top 10. I mean, anybody can win on any given day. We say that all the time. But they came in and they peaked at the right time. They knock off both the number 1 and the number 2 team to win the national championship. I think that puts a bow on the national championship. I'm going to do a little quick recap of last season. And however you break it down, notwithstanding the disappointments, by almost any standard, 2022-23 Chicago Mission season was a success. Just kind of looking at a little recap here. Their final record was 56-18-7. They finished ranked number 2 in the USA at Bantam Major. They won the CCM World Invite. They won the HPHL Regular Season Championship and the HPHL Tournament Championship. As we mentioned, they were a finalist in the International Silver Stick Tournament at Port Huron and a finalist in the National Championship Tournament in Plymouth. Their longest unbeaten streak was 15 games, going 13-0-2 during that stretch. And their longest winning streak was 10 games. The longest losing streak was only 3, and that came to the hands of number 1 Shattuck St. Mary's. We mentioned before they were not able to solve last year. As I said, Robert, you can hang your mind on those 2 losses, but by any stretch of the imagination, by any standard that anybody wants to look at it, it was still a successful season for the Mission.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Second year in a row, finishing number 2 overall. In terms of the My Hockey rankings, they did it as minors and they did it as majors at the Bantam level. It was a heck of a ride last year. I mean, you look at those accomplishments, you have them up there on the screen. There's a lot of big memories that stand out, just kind of photographs and glimpses. You think about that CCM World Invite. The opening night was terrific, and then solving. It was like Mission against Minnesota, right? Some of the squads that we saw come in there. The HPHL. You think back to how tight it got towards the end of the season, right? You think about that game tire Lucas and AJ put together against the Grizz to pull that one out, and then we finished just a couple of points ahead of Honey Baked. And then the tournament. I mean, seeing CompuWare in the knockout round was, surprise enough. But you think about that championship game against the Windy City Storm, Silver Stick. I mean, what an event that was. Again, those knockout games that we played, to even make it to that championship game. I mean, it was just a beautiful memories there. And then, of course, that national championship run, as you had recapped, Ryan, culminating in tip of the hat to BK with that 1-goal victory. But the boys competed. They played every single game they possibly could have last year, right? Every single tournament they went to, making it to the final or playing the maximum amount of games. So, it was a heck of a lot of memories. Time to make some new ones here, though.
Yeah, I agree. That about wraps the 22-23 season. Transitioning into this coming season, one of the best things, Robert, about being a parent on a hockey team are the relationships you forge along the way with the other families, given the sheer amount of time you spend together. And it's also one of the toughest things about being a parent on a hockey team, because no matter where you are, there's always turnover from season to season, and this offseason was no different. Though, as compared to the prior 2 seasons, we had the least amount of movement as there has been since that spring of 21. But moving on to last year's number 1 team, Shattuck St. Mary's was Mission's leading goal scorer from the last 2 seasons, Lucas Zajic. And that's a kid you're going to miss having for sure. All-world forward ability at 08. Mission could rely on him to put up goals in bunches, and definitely at some of the biggest moments. He certainly has a special place in my heart forever, scoring that game winner in the Game 3 triple overtime heartstopper against the Windy City Storm back in 2022. Truth is, honestly, Robert, that game is therapy. If I'm having a bad day, I'll run that last 30 seconds and in that third overtime, and immediately it puts a smile on my face like it happened yesterday. So we're certainly going to miss Lucas Magic, as I like to call him, but we're going to see him again this year. He just won't be wearing green.
Yeah, a few times we're going to see him, right? And I'm sure he's going to come with that big smile. Wonder if he's going to get a haircut. What do you think? You think they're gonna put him in a suit, stuff him in a suit, and have him get a haircut and whatever else? It'll be interesting to see how he fits in with that talented team up in Faribault.
If I see him walking around with the suit, we're going to interview him with that suit on, and I'm going to remind him a little convo I had with him last year about, hey man, where's the suit? I know where's the suit. I said, you're going to have to wear one eventually. So if we find him, if he's wearing a suit, we're going to get him. We're going to get him for a little interview, a little pregame. So. Also not returning to the team is Derek Daze, one of the original 6s. Robert called them last year, along with Abe Barnett, Robin Kuzma, Lincoln Kritzky, Declan Jason, and Ryan Hacker, players who were with the Mission going back to Squirt and prior to spring 21, when the Chicago Fury and Team Illinois more or less disbanded and absorbed by the Mission and the Windy City Storm. Derek wasn't the biggest forward on the ice, but what he lacked in size, he made up for in heart. And I still think today there's nobody in the country that can deflect in a shot from the point in front of the net better than he could. And the one that sticks out in my mind is that shot from Jack Zelenka from the right point in Game 1 of last year's Illinois State Championship final. Derek was standing in the mid-slot. I think he changed the direction of that shot by about 30 degrees, Robert, right underneath the crossbar. No chance for that Reapers goaltender. It's something we saw him do with great skill, both regularly throughout the season and in the practices as well.
Class act. The entire Daze family. Eric taking that position on the bench and seeing the boys through. From his days at the Hawks, right? Taking Derek to the Mission. But Derek, you mentioned the heart. He also has a hockey head, right? He always seemed to be in the right place, cashing in when he could, hanging out in front of the net in the little goal-scoring position. So great kid, great family. They will be missed.
Yeah, as Robert mentioned, his father, former Chicago Blackhawk Eric Daze, will not be returning this season as a Mission coach, and so we wish Derek and both his parents, Ghislaine and Eric, who were just tremendous to our family when we first came over and throughout all of our time at Mission, we wish them the absolute best. And finally, and certainly not least, defenseman Jack Zelenka will be manning the blue line for Team Illinois in the 23-24 season. And this change is a little more personal for me, as my son Nathan and Jack have been together for 6 straight seasons, going back to the Chicago Fury dynasty days. They both came over together to the Mission 2 seasons ago and helped the Mission win 2 Illinois State titles together. John and I started doing tandem broadcasts together on Periscope, filling in for Pete Chesna when we were at the Fury, and obviously he was in the booth here with me the last 2 seasons when it became our regular gig. And as else you well know, Robert, we shared a great love for great Italian food, and that kind of became a thing where we locate and hit at least one good Italian restaurant on every hockey trip, which led to the group which was jokingly named by our boys as the Fine Diners, which, by the way, it's not an exclusive club. So if you're on a trip and you like good Italian food, you come find us. But the regulars were, John, Rich Winfield, Robert here, and myself and our boys, and John and his wife Stephanie have become 2 of our very best friends. Obviously, we will be seeing them around, as the hockey world is both very big and very small. But after 6 seasons, and 6 seasons is a lifetime in hockey, it will definitely be an adjustment not seeing John at practice and on every trip. Up here in the booth with us as well. And, hey, Team Illinois, you just picked yourselves up a great defenseman and a great family.
Yeah, no doubt. It'll be a big headset to fill, right, taking over for John on a full-time basis. The fast friends with John and Steph and the entire family in our 1 year here at Mission. A couple of my favorite people, no doubt about it. Always willing to help out, and do things. I think back to that big party they threw at the end of the spring season last year at Steph's mom and dad's place. That was great stuff. Baptized Brendan, throwing him into the swimming pool. They dragged him off the pickleball court and threw him in the swimming pool. So, but it's just little things like that. Again,
that was his mission baptism.
It was the baptism. Yep, exactly. And it just continued throughout. I mean, Jack, one of the genuinely funniest kids that I've ever met. Great sense of humor. They just and a great head of hair as well. I gotta tell you. So great family. We could go on and on.
Well, we covered who is moving on. Now, who is moving in? Robert, our first season with the Mission, whenever we played the Windy City Storm, I always said there were two players who scared me the most, and that's with all due respect to the other players on the ice, and whose hockey IQs were so high they could turn nothing into something anytime they want. One of those players was Calder Varga, and he traded in his purple for green before last season, helping the Mission on their run to that national championship final. But who's the other? Well, if you're going to have to replace a super elite player like Lucas Zajic, you can't do much better than adding a super elite player like Jack Hextall. Jack is the complete forward, a kid who possesses scoring skills like Lucas Zajic, has playmaking ability like Calder Varga, and also plays the physical two-way game of a Schaefer Gordon Carroll. He started his AAA career at Team Illinois, playing with the likes of A.J. Garcia, Brady Cunningham, and Lucas Zajic, to move over to the Windy City Storm during that great migration of 2021, where he played 2 seasons. He's been on Illinois State finalist teams 3 times, and with him coming over to the Mission team that's currently 2-time defending Illinois State champions, and the level of talent that we have, he will have a great opportunity to win that elusive first state championship and possibly beyond. Robert, Jack will wear number 98 for the Mission this season.
Yeah, I'm certainly. Jack's a known entity not only in Illinois but on the 08 circuit nationally. Some think 1 or 1A at that center position for the 08. So I'm looking forward to watching it every night with Jack. I mean, the little that I've been exposed to him, just a silky smooth skater, and it looks like he's really kind of beefed up over the summer, like a lot of the kids have. He's going to share the puck and bring a different type of productivity, no doubt about it, to the Mission offense.
And the same as when we talked about when Calder Varga and Cody Powles came over from last season. You're not just gaining them; you're taking them away from the Storm. So losing, you can't replace a Jack Hextall. So the Storm are gonna have a big hole to fill there down the middle. Well, with Jack Zelenka departing for Team Illinois, the Mission acquired a defenseman with whom we are very familiar. That would be Patrick McCormick. Yet another player trading in his Storm Purple for Mission Green. Patrick was part of that 08 Fury dynasty that won 3 straight state championships, from Squirt Major to Pee Wee Major from 2019 to 2021 before joining the Storm there in spring of 21, where he played 2 seasons as well. Patrick's a defense with a high hockey IQ, strong defensively in his own end and in transition, yet possessing an arsenal of offensive skills to boot. Robert, Patrick will bolster an already strong Mission blue line. He'll wear his familiar number 17 this season.
Oh, a familiar number 17 and a familiar green for Patty, as they like to call him, McCormick. You can't go wrong with adding another Irishman to the mix here with Dunley and Finley and the likes. Another tremendous family as well, the McCormicks. Even after some of those heated Storm games last year, they're always in the lobby, with a smile and a good handshake. Really looking forward again to having Patrick and his family join the squad this year.
Well, it wasn't just player movement during this off-season. There was some coaching movement as well. Ted Eagle will not be returning to the 08 as the 08 Mission coach this season. With that, we wanted to take the opportunity to thank Ted for 2 great years behind the bench with these boys, winning the Illinois State Championship twice and reaching last year's Silver Stick and National Championship final. It was Ted who brought my son Nathan aboard in the spring of 21, allowing him the great privilege of playing Mission hockey. Ted's a great guy, a great dad. He won't be too far away. I believe he's coaching the Mission U18 team this coming fall. But so after working with the boys throughout the summer and through his HHD camps, originally slated to be our head coach was Christian Humura. But Robert, he decided to give up his head coaching position to take an assistant head coaching position with another hockey organization. Can you believe that? I mean, like, who would do something like that? Did I mention that?
Especially the organization.
Yeah, did I mention the organization happens to be the New York Rangers. So, yes, my beloved New York Rangers. I got to tell you, it was an odd morning just a few weeks back when I checked my text and I got a news blurb from Molly Walker, the New York Post, telling me our head coach just got hired by the Rangers as their skills and performance development coach. And that's one where you got to rub your eyes and read it again to make sure you really saw what you saw. But it is true, and we are all so excited for him as he makes the leap into the show, which is, of course, the National Hockey League. So congratulations to Christian as he starts his new journey. And now I think I got to hook up for tickets to the 2024 Stanley Cup Final. And the Rangers are winning the cup. You heard it here first, Robert.
Well, we wish Christian. I mean, he certainly left his fingerprints not only on the Mission organization, but every one of these boys over the summer. And as Brendan said, he said, I think I would have made the same choice.
After much deliberation. Well, but fear not, everyone. Our boys are in great hands, and as Christian Humura heads to his first year in the NHL, replacing him at the helm for our 08s is a guy who spent 9 years in the NHL. And as you can see, I found a recent photo of our head coach. I told him, I said, I couldn't find a non-fuzzy picture of you, so I found your hockey card from the 80s and the 90s, the St. Louis Blues there. But Gino Cavallini, he played 9 seasons in the NHL, most notably with the St. Louis Blues. Played professional hockey for 17 years, won an NCAA title with Bowling Green State University. He's really a guy that needs no introduction, Robert. He's talked about how excited he is the coach's So-Wait group. The boys absolutely love him. They like how he communicates. He has a great demeanor, but his expectations are clearly stated, and there will be accountability. And it's something that the boys, frankly, they want, and expectations are high for this season.
Well, it's always great, not only, you look at that NHL resume, but, head of the Mission. Head of the Mission as your head coach, right? That's the boys will raise their game, to make sure that Gino is happy with their performance on the ice. Little tidbit, little trivia there for you, Ryan. He also played with the Milwaukee Admirals back in the 1990s when I was at Marquette University. And some way or another, I came away with one of his old Sherwood wooden hockey sticks signed by the entire Milwaukee Admirals team. So that's sitting in my basement. I think I'm going to bring it and gift it back to Gino at some point this year.
That's good stuff. All right, so that brings us to our opponent on this opening evening of the 23-24 fall season, the Madison Capitals. Capitals finished the 22-23 season with a record of 29-30-1, ranked 49 in the U.S. and third overall in the state of Wisconsin. The Mission and the Capitals played twice last season. September 3rd, 2022 there, Mission won the game 4-1. That was the second game of the season at the No Excuses tournament up in Bensonville. And on November 4th, Mission defeated the Capitals 4-2 at the CCM World Invite Prelims. Madison's last game of last season was on March 6th, Robert, and in that game, Team Wisconsin defeated them 5-2, I think, to secure the Wisconsin State Championship, which then vaulted Team Wisconsin into the Central District Tournament in Romeoville, and we know what happened there. They defeated the Mission 4-2 to advance to the National Championship Tournament. But they played the Mission tough in those two games the Capitals did last year at 4-1, 4-2. It's a scrappy and resilient team that came out of the gate losing its first 9 games last year and then righted the ship. So it would be a mistake to look at the ranking differential from last year and make any assumptions. It's a new season. There's new players. They didn't have a lot of turnover after last year. But the Capitals are going to come in here knowing they can make a statement by even taking one of these 3 games against last year's number 2 and national championship finalists. It's the first weekend. Every team carries great hope and expectations into those first games. And if the Mission want to have a successful opening weekend, they're going to have to be locked in and ready to go. How do you break down the Caps and what are Finley's keys to the game?
Well, when I look at the Caps, right, it's a squad. You look over the last 2 years that are around number 50 in the nation, but they're a finicky team. They do not give up a lot of goals, and they keep the games close, as we experienced last year with them. And it is the traditional Tier 1 squad in Wisconsin, right? It's, in the shadow of Madison, Wisconsin, out there in Middleton at Capitol Ice, founded by Bob Suter, the late Bob Suter of the 1980 USA gold medal winning squad, and an incredible hockey resume has come out of that family. His brother Gary Suter, of course, and then he's the father to Ryan Suter, currently with the Dallas Stars, and he's also the father to Garrett Suter, who's the president and the leader of hockey ops at the Madison Capitals. If you've ever been up there to Capitol Ice, you've probably seen Bob's jersey from the USA team framed over the fireplace in that little log cabin bar that they have upstairs overlooking both ice rinks there in Middleton, Wisconsin. This year's Madison Capital team, Ryan, you mentioned they've got some new faces. They've brought up a couple of kids who played Wisconsin high school last year. You'll probably hear the name Aiden Kuntz, as well as Camden Guyette. Both played in that high school circuit, that very competitive high school circuit in Wisconsin, and earned their Capital stickers this year. They also brought a kid over from a Kansas City team, Kansas City, Missouri, Jake Cimarelli, number 12. One of those Des Moines Bucks that we saw last year. Cole Eklund, number 15, is now a Madison Capital. And then one of the biggest acquisitions, Jackson Stocker. Stocker's wearing number 19 this year for Madison. You might recognize that name from his Car Shield days the last couple of years. He played a few games with the St. Louis Blues 14U squad, but focused on high school, focused on development, and now has stepped up here, moved himself up to Madison, Wisconsin. Jackson also over the summer got one of those Missouri bids to make it on to Rochester, New York, with the USA Hockey group. So he should have a target on his back if you're on Mission D.
Well, I mentioned before that they lost their first 9 games last year, and there was an overtime victory against the Chicago Fury on September 24th that seemed to right their ship, and they went 10-1-1 in their next 12 games. That was from September 24th to October 9th. So look, there's no quit in this team. You know that. You know they're going to come in and play it tough. Like I said, I think this will be a great weekend, a great 3-game set to kick off the 23-24 fall season, and hope everybody is able to join us for all 3.
Well, we know that the Mission kids are chomping at the bit. The practices that we've watched over the last couple of weeks, highly competitive practices in all aspects of the game. Multiple coaching, coaches out there on the ice guiding them through and putting them together as a team. So again, those are some of the key principles I think we want to keep our eyes out for here, especially this opening weekend. See how the kids mix in together, see how they compete, and see how focused they can stay as we open up in Darien. And I got to tell you something. The Madison Capitals almost have to feel like they're at home. With the red jerseys, those light blue jerseys and the red trim, kind of reminiscent of the Chicago Hawks, that Tier 2 team that plays here, Central State's traditional power that plays here at Darien Sportsplex.
Ladies and gentlemen, please take your seats. The show is about to begin.
I thought maybe there was going to be the national anthem. That's why I stopped talking when I heard the pre-recorded PA announcer there.
We're putting 17 minutes on the clock here, Ryan. So we got 17-minute periods. That kind of fluctuated last year, right? But moving up to that 15-0 level, we're going to play a 51-minute game today. So the boys got to bring their energy.
It'll be Jake Winbiel in net for the Mission. You're going to have Hayden Neiswanger in net for the Madison Capitals. The Mission are wearing green. As Robert mentioned, the Capitals are wearing a powder blue with red trim. Mission will go from our right to our left for anybody who's listening. Robert, you ready to get the rust off here?
Oh, I think that half-hour pregame did it for me, Ryan.
And we're underway in the 23-24 fall Chicago Mission season. Puck at center ice. This is Ankenbauer now for the Capitals, now bringing it in the mission zone on the right wing. Poked away off a stick by AJ Garcia, but kept in the zone there by Brogan Davis. Puck's in the left wing corner. The check there by Hecker. And the number's a little bit tough to see at a distance on the arm, so we'll do our best with that. I like to kind of mention that ahead of time when I'm seeing that. At the left point, there's a shot and a save in the butterfly. And the shot by Brogan Davis, kept in at the right point there by Alexander Spence, knocked off his stick, puck bouncing around.
Cap's doing a good job of keeping it in the zone, possessing the puck.
This is Caden Block now, centering pass, and it's taken away. Nice job there by Abe Barnett. And it slides out of the zone now. Soccer now slides it back into the Cap zone, set up along the near boards by Sutter Morrison into the mission zone on the right wing. Brady Cunningham now up on the near boards to Jack Hextall. Takes his first shift as a member of the Chicago Mission, dumps it into the Capital zone on the left wing. Ahead now taken away by Hextall. Takes it to the high slot. Almost stick-handled it out of the zone. They say it's onside. Behind the net now. Max Buchanan centers it. Chipped back to the left wing corner by Hextall.
You got Plant out there on right wing with Hex and Bucky.
Taken back by the Capitals. They'll bring it out of the zone now. This is Stocker. He'll dump it into the mission zone. Sharping's shot goes through the crease. Never made it on goal, and it's out of the zone. On the near wing at center ice. Impola sends it cross ice now.
Oh, big hit on the boards.
Dumps it in the mission zone. Played and left by Winbeal to Cunningham. He misconnects with Hextall. That'll go all the way down for icing. And we'll get a face-off back in the mission zone. Just underway here in the first period of game one. 15-13 on the clock. No score.
So Hextall's first shift. Nice puck possession there in the offensive zone. Big hit along the boards right in front of Gino.
Face off to Winbeal's left. You got Kuzma against Aiden Kuntz. He's got Declan Jason and Brendan Finley out there with him, and they're both going to get tossed.
And you got Lou Vittorio back there on defense with Ryan Katansky.
Declan Jason and Guyette are in there. Katansky in the right wing corner now off the boards to Kuzma, and he'll go now through center ice now into the Cap zone on the left wing. Tries to cut in towards the slot. Katansky's in though, behind the net, taking a look, tries to slide it to Kuzma. Katansky gets cleared out. Nice job by Declan Jason keeping it in at the line. On the left wing halfwards. We got a little Fenway Park-like obstruction here, Robert, on the pole here on that left wing corner on the far end.
I can live with it.
That's where your season tickets were, right behind that pole, right? You're wondering why that was such a good deal. Kuzma with a shot. That's blocked. Never made it on goal. And you know what? I don't have a number 13 on the roster. We'll have to find out who that is. Kuzma now at center ice, loses the handle on it. Taken away by Davis Thompson. It's in the mission zone, but they're going to say it's in offsides. And we have a whistle.
So Schaefer Gordon Carroll's going to line up in the center circle and take the face-off. He's flanked left wing by A.J. Garcia, right wing by Cody Powles. And Shea's been kicked out of that circle, and now A.J. is going to take the face-off. Barnett and Patty McCormick now in his first action for Chicago Mission over on right D. Schaefer Gordon Carroll brings it into the zone behind the net, and I'll hand it back over to Ryan.
Well, we want to find out. 13 is actually Cole Eklund. He was listed as number 15 on the roster, but I wanted to get that out of the way quickly, so we had a little break there.
So Cole's the transplant from Des Moines.
Into the Cap zone. Gordon Carroll sends it towards the net. Deflects real slowly, and it'll be covered by nice swanger at the top of the crease on the right wing side. We're going to face off to his left.
I believe that's the first shot on goal for the Mission, at least by my records. I think the scorekeeper has the same thing, 2-1 shots so far in the first 3+ minutes.
Gordon Carroll between Powles and A.J. Garcia with McCormick and Barnett at the right and left points. We'll take the draw against Jake Cimarelli. Gordon Carroll wins it, knocked off of Garcia's stick to the right wing corner, sent up along the far boards, kept in by McCormick, and now it's out of the zone now. Dwight Kostichka, his father was the head coach of the team last year. Now Garcia, he's in, he shoots, it's high and wide. The crossbar on the far post.
Maybe he had a sliver upstairs, and that's where he was looking with that shot. Nice feed by Cody Powles to spring him loose center of the ice.
Puck cleared all the way down. That'll go for icing. We'll get a face-off back in the Capitals zone. We've talked about A.J. Garcia's wrist shot many, many times. He doesn't need a lot of room, and he is a deadly sniper with that wrister, Robert.
Well, I got to tell you, I think through the first cycle of lines here and matchups on the D side, I like what I'm seeing. The Mission forcing the action, spending a good period of time down in their zone. Not a lot of shots to show for it, but that's going to come.
Hextall between Plant, Buchanan, Cunningham, and Hecker on, sent behind the Capitals net. Spence up ahead now. Bauer brings it out of the zone, loses the handle on it. Hecker steps up, Plant has it now, back into the Cap zone. Tries to slide to Hextall, broken up, but Hecker keeps it in at the right point. They battle on the right wing half boards. Now it's slid out and through center ice, back into the Mission zone on the far wing, where Brady Cunningham will play it. He harassed there by Wyatt Kostichka. The head now misconnects with Buchanan all the way down. I'm going to say that Model couldn't play it. He goes for icing, face-off back in the Mission zone. So 12:55 here, Robert. We're just about 4 minutes and change into the game. It looks like the first period of the first game of the year.
Well, I wonder, should we do a pick-to-click? See who's going to get the first one for the boys in green tonight?
I like AJ.
I was going to say Derek Plant. Victor Plant.
See, we're doing that already. We're already calling them by their dad's names. That's not the last time that's going to happen this year. Puck in front of the Capitals bench to Katanski now. Katanski will take it up through center ice now. Makes a nice move. He's in on the left wing. Katanski cuts in, tries to slide it. He takes it back, fans on the shot. It's off his skate. Keeps it in at the right point. Sends it back down. Takes a funny bounce off the glass. Played through the mid slot. Kritzky keeps it in temporarily. And Sutter Morrison will take it to the red line, dump it into the Mission zone. Katanski now behind the net, sends it up to Finley on the far boards. Kuzma in stride now, loses the handle on it as he tries to take it through center ice. Sent the other way, slides back into the Mission zone all the way down. They wave off in the icing. Kritzky behind the net to Vittorio in the left wing corner. Almost turned over there. Now the Mission will go. Declan Jason, Kuzma, possible 3-on-2. Block gets back into the play to even it up. It's a shot and a right pad save there by Neiswanger. Puck left wing corner. Vittorio unloads a slap shot through traffic just wide of the far post. Kept in at the right point by McCormick. Spins behind the net to the left wing corner. The Capitals will play it. And Polak turns it over to Cody Powles. Now to A.J. Garcia. He's in the slot. He's got room. He's in. He just couldn't get it to lift it up above the pad. There's a shot by Powles at the doorstep and a save by Neiswanger. Gordon Carroll now battles for the puck, right wing corner.
Really liked what A.J. did with that puck, holding onto it, getting a prime opportunity down low, and then Cody with the opportunity as well.
Oh, there's a whistle after Garcia played it. We might have a penalty.
And I think they're going to take the former Chicago Hawk, Cody Powles. Let's see what the signal is, an interference call.
Well, the penalty, it's Cody Powles for interference. Penalty comes at 5:46. And with the 17-minute periods, we will be playing 2-minute minors here. First penalty for either team, first power play for either team.
So the shorthanded unit keeps Schaefer and AJ paired up, as well as Barnett and Hecker.
Here's a chance for Gordon Carroll. Now he's in under breakaway. He shoots. He scores!
Shorthanded goal, Schaefer, Gordon Carroll. That's something we've seen before. I'll tell you what, the puck came loose and he just sliced right through that Madison Capital defense. Really nice move to get the goalie off balance, and then came back with that right stick and got it up and over him. Brilliant play, a lot of speed and skill displayed there by big number 77.
Yeah, that play all started though by a nice step up there by Ryan Hecker, who intercepted a pass, pinched it up, deflected to Gordon Carroll, who split the defenseman, goes in and beats Neiswanger. The Mission lead at 1-0. Here's another shorthanded chance. Hextall into the Cap zone on the right wing. Taken away by Ankenbauer on the right wing half boards. They continue to battle for it. Backhands it out of the zone. The Caps have it now. Knocked off of Eklund's stick to Victor Plant. Now possible 2-on-1. Sauces it to Hextall. He's in left wing. He's got Barnett come through the slot. Oh, he tried to make a little move to get it to Barnett. Lost the handle, then got it back. Backhands it to Plant now. Top of the right circle. Slides it back down to Hextall. It's off his stick, though. Recovers, tries to center it. It's off a nice swinger stick to flex up into the air, into the low slot, where Kuntz will play it behind the net up along the near boards. Barnett now. Cross ice pass off the far boards to Plant. He's in the right wing corner, Capital zone. Plant for the Mission now. Taken away by Ankenbauer.
Well, you like what you see so far from the shorthanded unit, don't you? Even with the changeover, Hexy and Plant lining up in the forward positions, they're really giving the Caps a hard time trying to get it out.
Well, almost the entirety of the penalty has been in the Capital zone. Barnett now cross ice, trying to get Plant cutting into the low slot from the right wing side. It was broken up by Kuntz. Back to Barnett now. Takes a shot. He scores!
Boy, it was the right idea, and then Plant stuck with it. Abe found a soft spot right at the top of the circles. Plant found him. Another shorthanded goal for the Mission, and a 2-0 score.
Well, Robert, the Mission just kept putting on the pressure, and the Capitals could not clear the puck. They turned it over about 3 times there. Great pass there to Abe Barnett, who was pinching in down the low slot. He beats Neiswanger, and a little bit of odd start to the season here. The first 2 goals shorthanded on the same power play, but the Mission starting to find their stride at an odd time.
Well, sometimes when you're shorthanded, right?
Penalties.
Well, I'll tell you, sometimes when you're shorthanded, right, you focus in a little bit more, right, and you're battling, and it pays off here with 2 opportunities, 2 great shots and 2 goals.
20 seconds left to go on the Capitals power play. They're going to get Cunningham now.
Be careful what you ask for there, Rhino. Be careful what you ask for.
I'll say it a little more quietly next time.
So he's going to join Powell's in the box. Tripping call. That stick just, it is incidental, but it got caught in the skate blades, and you're gonna get a trip call almost every time on something like that.
So penalty comes at 7:30. So it'll be a 5-on-3 for 15 seconds here. This is Stocker now, side of the right circle to Brogan Davis in a high slot. Back to Stocker now, right point, down to the right wing corner. Cody Powell's will be coming out in 2 seconds, 1, and it's a 5-on-4. This is Kostichka now.
Cody's staying on the ice with Kuzma as your forwards on the shorthanded unit.
Here they go again. Cody Powell's now through center ice into the Cap zone on the right wing. He's got Kuzma in the slot, and he's checked there. And they're gonna get one of the Caps players for a little bit extra there. I think they might get him for no interference. That's an interesting call, Robert. But I think that there's a little extra there. I think the initial contact was fine. They give him a little more, which didn't allow Robin to go play the puck, and that'll even it up. So it's Kostichka at 8:03 for interference. So we'll play 4-on-4 for a minute 28. After that, assuming no other penalties, the Mission will go on an abbreviated 32-second power play. Vittorio now in the high slot. Takes a look to Kuzma, side of the left circle, behind the net to Buchanan. He'll take it to the right wing corner now. Buchanan takes a look, back to Kuzma now, and he'll take it to the right wing corner. Now right circle. Cuts and takes a shot that's deflected wide of the net. Never made it on goal. Puck left wing corner. Buchanan now left circle. Trying to find Kid Katanski, who was pinching in, but that was deflected to Kuzma behind the net. He'll spin back, avoids a check. Slides to the slot.
There's a nice give and go idea there between Bucky and Kuz.
Katanski keeps it in on the line and sends it back down to the right wing corner. Stocker now checked by Buchanan. Sent up. Gets past Katanski. Now there's a foot race between Vittorio and Sutter Morrison. Nice job by Louis Vittorio to get there first.
Nice to see those legs moving for Louis.
That pass is off of Kuzma. Stick out to center ice where the Capitals will play it. Taken away by Kuzma temporarily. Katanski has it now. Tries to send it up to Kuzma. That deflected away back to Sutter Morrison on the near wing. He's checked there nicely by Brendan Finley. Tries to chip it into the Cap zone. It's taken away there by Kuntz, and he sends a shot just wide of the far post.
Yeah, it didn't get there. It almost had eyes for that far post.
Sent down deep. Tansy takes it away from Acklin. He's got it behind the net now. He'll take a look. Off the far boards to Declan Jason.
So we're going to be power play here in 3 seconds. Brady will come out of the box.
McCormick to Finley, and he'll go now. Straight away in the Cap zone, now goes wide to the right wing circle. He's got Declan Jason in front, tries to center it. Sticked aside by Neiswanger and cleared by Jake Cimarelli all the way down.
So Schaefer joined Declan and Finley on the rush.
They waved off the icing. 17 seconds left to go on this abbreviated power play. Barnett now sauces a nice pick there by Gordon Carroll on the back end. Left wing into the zone, cuts towards the slot. He's in again and shoots it wide of the net.
Boy, AJ had crept right in. It almost turned into a 2-on-0.
Declan Jason to Garcia, left circle. There's a shot deflected over the net and up into the netting above the glass, and we'll get a face-off. 6:55 here to go in the first period. 2-0 Mission on two shorthanded goals. Just a little over a minute apart. Schaefer, Gordon Carroll from Ryan Hecker, and then Abe Barnett at 6:06.
Now we're back to 5-on-5 hockey. You got to like that first half of the first period from Mission, cashing off at the two shorties.
Barnett towards the net, glove saved there by Neiswanger. He'll just hang on to that one, and we'll get another face-off.
One from the offense, one from the defense as well.
You got Gordon Carroll between Declan, Jason, AJ Garcia, Barnett, and Hecker at the left and right points. Gordon Carroll take the draw against Caden Block of the Capitals to Neiswanger's right. 50-50 on this one. Slides behind the net off the end boards. They battle for it there. Gordon Carroll comes out with it. Sends it towards the net, sticked aside by Neiswanger to the left wing corner. Block tries to chip it by AJ Garcia. It's Mason Majewski, chips it out, and they'll go now 2-on-2. Caden Block, he's got Stocker to his right, takes a shot, blocked by Hecker to the left wing corner. Now on the inboards, they come together. Knocked out, taken away by Schaefer. Gordon Carroll now for the Mission. Sidesteps a check, now cross ice to Garcia in the Caps zone left wing. Tries to cut in, nice defensive play there by Sutter Morrison, tries to clear it.
Great find across ice by Schaefer, created that opportunity for AJ.
Hecker behind the net to Cody Powell's Mission zone, up along the far boards. Hextall cross ice, trying to hit Barnett, gets past him to Garcia. He's got it now through center ice, now over the Caps line on the left wing. He's taking a look, looking to deal, sends it right through the crease.
Had Hextall cutting in far post.
If you'd 6 more inches, then that one's in. Powell's now again, chips it to Hextall in the slot, tries to send it towards the net, puck deflecting around, and right into the net of Neiswanger.
You got to like what you saw there out of Jack Hextall. Right between those the face-off circles, there's like a no-look slide feed looking for Cody, who had camped out in front of the goalie. Nice skill play there, and smarts by Cody to be where he needed to be in that goal territory.
Hextall plant Powell's face-off, Neiswanger's left. There's a shot, he score! And a nice face-off win by Hextall. He knew exactly where Victor Plant was in the low slot just below the hash marks, Robert. He's got a wide-open net, and the Mission have a 3-0 lead.
I got that one at 11:13 on the clock. Number 44 now, a goal and an assist on the last two. But how about that from Jack Hextall, number 98? He wins the face-off, and then he jumps to the puck. That forced the forward to come over and play him and leave Victor alone. Jack smart enough just to slide the puck over. Victor had a gaping wide net, 3-0 early.
Cunningham to Hextall now after the Mission face-off win. He's in, cross ice to Plant, left circle, shoots, and a right pad save by Neiswanger. Plant left wing corner now in the Capital zone, looking to deal. There's some room there, takes a shot, left him a little room. Blocker saved there by Neiswanger. One-timer, and Neiswanger got a piece of it. AJ Garcia with a great pass to Victor Plant. Neiswanger moving from his left to his right, makes the save and off the post, Robert.
Great wind up there by Victor, huh? He, maybe his size kind of,
Here's Kritzky now into the low zone, left wing 2-on-1. He's got Cody Powell's. Shoots in a right pad save. Sorry, Robert.
No, I delayed my thought, but it seemed to camouflage Victor, right? He's a little guy. They don't pay a lot of attention to him. He finds so much space and loads it up and puts it on net.
The Toyo now with a shot. It's saving the butterfly. Thought he had it, then lost it. He's got it. It's caught up in the equipment. Well, you want to talk about hockey IQs. Victor Plants is to Pluto. He knows where to be. So you got a pretty smart line out there with Hextall, Plant, Cody Powell. That's for sure.
Well, you can go up and down the roster, Ryan, and that applies, almost to a man on this squad. The kids know how to play hockey.
Kuzma, Finley, Buchanan, chipped away from Vittorio. Now they've got a 3-on-1. This is blocked. Nice job by Katanski to break it up.
And then tied up the forward as well.
Ankenbauer now will send up along the far boards to Brogan Davis at the left point. Slides it down now. Cuts towards the slot. There's a shot in the glove saved by Winbeal.
That was nice by Jake. He hasn't been tested in quite a while. The Caps had come out with two quick shots on goal, and it's been pretty much a desert for the last 9 minutes or so. got that glove out there, snagged it, forced the face off.
That was Jackson Stocker with a nice move there to the slot. Again, it's a little tough to see the numbers with the light blue and the white on the arms. Mission win the draw. Finley now out over the Mission line now through center ice. Now goes wide, right wing into the Cap zone, takes a shot, right pad save. Right, nice swinger. Stocker has it for the Capitals. They'll go the other way. Possible 3-on-2 with Kuzma getting back in the play. Tansky now jams him up at the line. Play still goes in onside, and they battle on the left wing half boards. Down to the left wing corner. Mission zone. Vittorio spins it up behind the net up along the far boards to Finley, who hits Kuzma in stride. There's a delayed call coming into the Cap zone left wing. Kuzma takes a shot. That's deflected wide of the net. And when block touches up, Mission are going to go on their second power play of the game.
So Finley, the whole time he was looking to pass that puck to Kuz, who was streaking out of the defensive zone, and he made the play, and then he got roughed after making that play, created a nice little opportunity there, and now a 2-minute power play.
Sutter Morrison at 13:03. Mission win the draw. Garcia high slot to McCormick, right point. Right corner to Gordon Carroll to Garcia in the right circle, and a shot is wide of the net. Garcia now side of the left circle, looking to deal now. AJ Garcia sends it to Gordon Carroll, tries to hit him back, but ends up being on net. Nice swinger, nice job of covering the post there on the left wing side, face off to his right. She'll change up their deep pair now. Hecker and Cunningham will come out for the power play. 1:39 still to go. 3:36 to go here in the first period. 3-0 Mission.
All right, Schaefer got kicked out of another face-off circle, second time.
Capitals win this one. Davis backhands it behind along the near boards. Kept in by Cunningham to Gordon Carroll. Right circle to Hecker. He's trying to center it. Oh, AJ Garcia just got behind him. Otherwise, he had a wide open net. The Caps cleared all the way down.
Yeah, that would have been number 4.
Not far enough for icing. Cunningham to Hecker up along the left wing halfboards in the Mission zone. Now to Garcia cross ice. He's in the Cap zone on the left wing to Gordon Carroll now. Tried to hit Garcia again. It's broken up, but Gordon Carroll has it back. Left wing corner. Centering pass off a skate. Now cleared out of the zone by Aiden Kuntz. Cunningham will play it in the Mission zone now. Brady Cunningham up ahead to Declan Jason now to Hecker into the Cap zone right wing. 1 minute to go on the power play. Cross ice trying to Garcia. That's deflected off the top of the glass. Stays in play. Garcia to Kritzky high slot. Kritzky now takes a look to Hecker now right circle. Takes a shot. Right pad save. And a rebound. Plant tried to get a piece of it, but that was broken up. Hextall finds it. Back to Hecker now. Centering pass to Plant. They score.
Well, I got to tell you what, the special teams are absolutely cooking here. First 15 minutes of the season. I mean, Plant's got his third point of the period, an even strength goal, a power play goal, and a shorthanded assist. How do you like that?
Hecker had gotten that puck on the in the right wing circle there 3 times. Took the shot before, and then he finds Plant wide open, almost in the same place he was when Hextall found him off the circle there. Another wide open net. Victor Plant gets his second of the game at 14:25. Mission have a 4-0 lead. Hextall back to Kritzky in the Mission zone. They'll regroup and break out. Powell's now try to leave for Plant. There's Hextall now, left circle, slides off his stick. Polo tries to clear. Kritzky keeps it in at the left point. Kritzky now will slide it down behind the net to Hextall. Hextall checked there by Polo, but he's got it on his forehand, looking for a centering pass. Sauces it to Kritzky. It's in his skates. He finds it, though. Backhands it. Trying to hit Hextall again, just ahead of him to the left wing corner. An attempted clear there by Jacob Impola. Goes up into the netting. We have a whistle. 1:58 here to go in the first. Mission starting to blow it open after a little bit of a slow start there in the first few minutes of the game, Robert. We get 2 shorthanded goals. It's been all Mission since then.
Yeah, we got 4 goals over the last 8 minutes, 8+ minutes. So they're finding their stride.
Caps win the draw. Majewski off the glass, clears it out. Finley battles for it at center ice on the far wing with Caden Block there in front of the Mission bench. Tansky battles as well. It's in the Mission zone. Tansky takes Block down. Finley sidesteps the man, backhanded out by Katansky, and then sent back in off sides. 1:35 here now to go in the first. Got Kuzma between Buchanan and Finley. Got block with Ankenbauer and tell you as soon as I can, that's Mason Majewski. Mission win it. Tansky to Kritsky, taken away by Majewski though. Just send it down behind the net. Tansky up along the far boards. Kept in at the right point there. Fan on the shot. Brogan Davis has a shot, saving the butterfly. Davis steps up again. Now they battle on the right wing half boards. Kuzma digs it out of the pile. Take it behind Winbiel. Ahead to Kritsky now to bring it out over the Mission line on the near wing. Cross ice a little bit behind Buchanan. But he finds it again to Kritsky, who leaves it there for Brendan Finley just inside the Mission zone on the far wing. Slides to Kritsky. He's got it now, being pursued by Ankenbauer. To Vittorio on the near boards. Chipped out by Kuzma, knocked away from him. Back to Ankenbauer at center ice over the logo now. He'll take it back into the Mission zone on the left wing. 46 seconds to go. There's a big hit on the left wing halfboards. They're going to call that one.
Well, he got the elbows up a little bit, given the positioning of that Madison player. I thought it was clean, and then the arm came up. There's not much you can say about that one, at least in my view.
Well, Kritsky's having a little chat with him about it. So Lincoln Kritsky will go for, I'm guessing, roughing.
That's the call.
And the penalty comes at 16-18. So third power play of the game. I'm sorry. Yeah, third power play of the game for the Caps. They're 0 for 2.
You got Schaefer out there and AJ on the shorthanded unit. Abe and Patty are working the backside.
Oh, AJ Garcia almost caught Gordon Carroll on another shorthanded breakaway. 30 seconds to go. McCormick behind the Mission net. Checked there by Ackland. That one misconnects at the right point. Now it's a foot race. Gordon Carroll, he's got AJ Garcia now cutting through the low slot. Gordon Carroll trying to hit him a little bit behind him. Ankenbauer has it for the Capitals. Out over the Caps line now through center ice into the Mission zone on the right wing. Cuts towards the slot. Ankenbauer now stays with it. He's got a little room. Left circle. Shoots over the net. Hits the glass hard, spins out of the zone. Now foot race, 5 seconds left. AJ Garcia's got time. Garcia bottom of left circle, cuts to the slot. He's in. He's taken down. And he drew a penalty.
Yeah.
Great job by AJ Garcia, Robert. He didn't quit playing right to the end of the period, and that's going to even up the manpower on the ice going into the second period. Effectively just killed off the Capitals' power play. We'll get a. Well, we'll find out. We'll report on who that was after the teams talk to their respective benches. But either way, it's going to be a Capitals penalty occurring right at, we'll call it 16:59.
I put it right at 17, but we can talk about that later.
16:59.5. But in any event, Robert, so again, first few minutes of the game looked like a typical first period of the first game of the season. And after that, the Mission were shorthanded and took advantage shorthanded with Schaefer. Gordon Carroll, after a nice play by Ryan Hecker, got it to him, split the D, turned into a breakaway, scores at 4:56 to make it 1-0. On the same power play, Abe Barnett catches a pass, I believe it was from Victor Plant, in the mid-slot area, gets a pass Neiswanger to make it 2-0. And then it was the Victor Plant show for the rest of the period off a great face-off win, and then took the puck. Jack Hextall found Plant in the low slot, puts it in just inside the near post at 11:13. Does it again at 14:25 on the power play on a cross-ice pass from Ryan Hecker from the right circle. So 4-0 lead. You can't ask for a much better first period coming out of the chute here.
Well, you could say it was Victor's period, but he ended up in the score sheet. But I'll tell you what, the Mission team, passing the puck, they're not holding the puck too much through zones or down deep. And that puck is moving no matter where they're getting it. That's number one. And the second one is it's a three-zone effort here. On the D end, you got Jake, not seeing many shots So that's a credit, not only to the pairings of the D, but also the forwards, keeping the pressure on in that offensive zone, and the power play and the shorthand. I mean, the special teams, you can't say enough of it. 3 out of the 4 goals that we scored in that first period are courtesy of the special teams.
Plant almost got another one. Nice when he had the post. You have 15-5 on the board for shots. Do you have something similar, Robert?
Yeah, I had 13-3.
Into the Mission zone on the right wing. Take it back by Hextall. Bring it back out over the line now through center ice. Into the Cap zone. Left wing. Tries to cut to the slot. Deflects the Plant. He's in. To Hextall. He shoots. He scores! Well, Robert, he just wanted to return the favor. After Hextall found him in the low slot area, great pass from Victor Plant to Jack Hextall in the right circle. He has an open net. Nice winger, had no chance on that one. His first goal as a member of the Mission. Welcome to the team, Jack Hextall.
An equal strength goal is a 4-on-4 goal. That penalty at the end, it creates a lot of ice for these talented Mission skaters, and they know where to go. I mean, give credit again to Hextall on that one. That was purposeful. He saw Plant, dropped it to him on the left side of the ice, and then curled back into the soft spot in the right face-off circle. Plant knew where he was coming. He got it to him. Jack took his time and nailed it into the back. It's 5-0.
It'll be 4-on-4 for another minute and 2, and then the Mission will go on a 25-second power play. Kuzma with Declan Jason, Vittorio Katanski on the 4-on-4. The Capitals win this one and pull off the near boards. Katanski checks Eklund. Loose puck picked up by Kuzma. Cross ice now out of the zone to Declan Jason. He spins back in front of the Caps bench to Katanski. Now Katanski will bring it into the Caps zone on the right wing. Slides it to Victorio. Oh, he tried to get Kuzma cutting through the slot, but it's broken up there by Sutter Morrison. Victorio now, he'll skate it to the high slot. He's got a little room, looking to deal. Tries to send it across ice off of Eklund, right back to him, to Declan Jason, to Katanski now. Settles down a bouncing puck. Stays with him now, takes a shot just over the net. This is Modelet. He slides it to Morrison. Checked away by Kuzma. Puck sliding loose. Tansky chips it to Declan Jason, but it slides off his stick. And now here goes Eklund now trying to split the D. Vittorio gets back into the play. And Katanski gets back into the play as well. No penalties called. Good defensive plays by Louis Vittorio and Nathan Katanski. The Mission will go the other way.
I agree. That was good team defense right there.
4 seconds left. Now the Mission are on an abbreviated power play. Declan Jason into the Cap zone on the right wing. Slides it to Kuzma. Kuzma now, right wing corner, Cap zone, sends it cross ice, off the corner to Barnett. Barnett to McCormick, right point. Back to Abe Barnett in the high slot. Down to Cody Powell, side of the left circle to Barnett at the high slot. Back to Powell's now, take it up, left circle, cross ice to Kuzma, can handle the pass. He had a wide open net as well. That'll do it for the power play. Kuzma taken down on the right wing half boards here. You got to.
I don't see an arm
come
up.
together battling for it. Deflects up. McCormick gloves it down, keeps it at the right point. He'll send it back down deep. To Kuzma on the end boards, taken away there by Morrison. Now right wing corner. Now the Capitals have it, and they'll bring it out. This is Caden Block. Gets to the red line, chips into the Mission zone on the left wing, and he'll chase. Barnett's there first, though. Oh, deflects. Barnett tried to clear it. It's off of Block on goal, and Winbeal had the post. Mission will go the other way to Cody Powell after a great pass from Finley. He tries to settle it. Backhanded shot. Loose puck. Finley just misses the near post. There's a shot. They score!
And Cody paid for it, but why not 6-0? I'll tell you what, great effort there. Patty McCormick on the back end of the D side, coming out leading that rush. And Finner and Cody hook up for goal number 6. You know, I was going to say, leading up to that, the Mission looking weak side, looking back door, moving the puck, to where the defense is making a huge difference here early on over the first 20 minutes.
That's spot on, Robert. And the defensemen are losing them at the back door there. Honestly, they're leaving Neiswanger hung out to dry just a little bit because he doesn't have a chance on a lot of these. On that play, the Mission just kept coming. It looked a little like a demolition derby above the crease there, but the referees kept the play going. Powell stayed with it, shot it through about 6 bodies, down low and in. Powell gets his first of the season. Mission have a 6-0 lead, 14-15. A lot of hockey left to go here. 14-15 to go in the second period here. That play went in offsides.
Well, you had Finner on that one. He just missed that near post, stuck with it behind the net, and found Cody. And Cody just drilled it home, willing to take the hit. He knew it was coming, and he took it, and he benefited with the goal.
Powell's backhands it into the Caps zone. Spence will chase the left wing corner, checked by Maddox Buchanan. They battle for it. Powell tries to find it. Shipped up, kept it at the left point by Cunningham. They'll send it cross ice off the right wing half boards, taken away by Modelet. And if I am mispronouncing that name, I apologize to the Caps families. Puck out of play, we'll get a face-off back in the Caps zone to Nice Swingers right.
I'm going to bet on Ajay Modelet.
Modelet?
Yeah, Ajay is his first, Ajay Modelet. It kind of rolls right off the tongue.
You may be right. Gordon Carroll wins it clean to Kritzky at the left point. To Declan Jason, gets taken away there by Sutter Morrison. Tries to exit out of the zone. Now this is Ankenbauer. It's kicked in. That play went in way offside. It's a little bit of a late whistle, but the referee got it.
You know, I've got to tell you, I'm not sure what qualifies as a shot on goal in Darien. I don't have one for the Caps in period number 2, but they've recorded one for them so far.
It's been my experience that the
rink going off.
Okay, well, we got a penalty.
A roughing penalty on Lincoln. That's his second of the game. I didn't see it. Did you catch it, Ryan? And Megan's shaking her head too.
I did not.
Megan Dunley on camera today.
Probably comes at 3:25. Caps fourth power play. They're 0 for 3. Shorthanded again. Garcia's got Gordon Carroll slide. Oh, and it deflected just over the net. You know what? Nice Winger might have got a piece of that one, Robert.
I thought it got the crossbar.
Kostichka now into the zone. Tansky backhands it off the near boards to A.J. Garcia. He's being harassed there by Majewski. Gordon Carroll now tries to slide to Garcia in the slots. Broken up. Majewski has it now for the Capitals. Taken down by A.J. Garcia. Vittorio by the mission line in front of the Caps bench. He's checked there by Kostichka.
Stood tall. Good job, Louis.
Deflects to Brogan Davis in the Caps zone. Near wing now, center ice to Majewski, but the play goes in offsides.
I'll tell you what, the Caps are having a real difficult time containing the speed and the power of some of our bigger forwards. Gordon Carroll and Garcia are penetrating skating, tough skating, going through zones, going through guys. And on the shorthanded unit, it looks like we're playing even when they're paired out there.
Patrick McCormick now in the mission zone up ahead to Kuzma, now shorthanded one-on-one. He's got Spence to beat. Taking away, nice defensive play there. Spence behind the net. Taken away now from Cimarelli by Declan Jason. Tries to load up a shot, but it slides slowly on goal. Nice Swinger's just going to hang on to that one and a face-off to his left. 46 seconds left to go in the Caps power play. You got Kuzma, Declan Jason, McCormick, and Barnett out for the mission.
See, I think they gave Schaefer a shot on goal on that. That one that I thought airmail. Maybe the goalie did get a piece of that.
What I was going to say before is it's our experience that the scorekeeper in the rink tends to be a little more liberal with regard to the giving of shots on goal. It's been our experience last year, for sure.
They got an itchy trigger finger.
A little bit.
Just looking for something to do.
Kostichka now tries to split the D. Nice play by McCormick. Stocker has it, sauces it to Davis. Nice play by Dexter. There's a breakaway for Robin Kuzma now. Shorthanded, Kuzma's in. He shoots in. He airmailed it over the crossbar.
Decker worked hard to get him that opportunity. Give Declan credit there on the point, shorthanded.
Kuzma gets taken down away from the puck.
They got a hand up.
So good job by Kuzma to stay with the play there. Majewski takes him down, and that'll even it up.
We're going to have, there's 15 seconds left on Kritzky's penalty, so we'll have about a minute 45, depending on how things shake out here.
Penalty comes at 5:10.
You got Majewski on that one?
I do. So it'll be 4-on-4 for 15 seconds, and the mission will go on the power play. Victor Plan now. He's already got at least 3 points in this game. Cross ice to Cunningham. Tries to center it to Hextall. It's broken up there. Ankenbauer. Oh, takes a big hit from Cunningham. Plant now. Left circle. Takes a shot. Oh! He scores!
Hattie. Lincoln just came out, so we're going to call that a power play goal. Man, that was a snipe and a half. We've been watching him do that in practice, sniping upstairs. I mean, my goodness gracious, the placement on that thing.
Well, Robert, you see him do it on the backhand at these crazy angles. He just showed he could do it on the forehand and snipe those corners as well. And, hey, Victor Plant, have a game, huh? My goodness.
You got 3 goals, 2 assists out of Victor. 5-point game. I didn't get the assist on it, though. Did you get that, Ryan?
I did not. We'll go back and take a look later.
Victor found himself weak side with a ton of ice and just sniped it upstairs.
There's Plant again now into the cap zone on the left wing. He's got Buchanan in the middle, Ecker to the right. Tried to center it. It's off a skate. Deflects back. Plant again. He's in. Slides it down. Hecker tries to get a stick on it. Deflects behind the net. Guyette tries to clear. It's off the referee. Stays with it up along the near boards in the cap zone. He'll chip it out of the zone. Cunningham has it right back in on the left wing for the Mission. Checked there by Eklund. Cross ice to Ecker, side of the right circle. Starting pass. Cunningham has a shot. A save by Nightswinger. And Hextall tried to stuff it in on the short side. A big save by Nightswinger there. Robert, he's being peppered.
I mean, give him credit. He got himself spread out. He's staying in the game, keeping his head in there. Made 2 great saves there down low again.
Face off to Nightswinger's right. Kuzma, Powles, Finley, Tansky, Vittorio on the ice. Powles now, he's in, he shoots off the side of the net. Morrison now tries to chip it by. Finley takes it away. He's checked. Kuzma right wing corner now. He gets checked on the right wing halfwards by Kane Block. Powell finds the loose puck, tries to serve it to Finley. Majewski has it now, though, for the Caps, and he'll go out over the Caps line. Area pass up ahead to Caden Block. He's got Cimarelli come to the slot. Tansky was on him. Pass misconnects. Kept it at the left point there by Morrison. Spins behind net to the right wing corner. Tansky chips it up to Cody Powles. Kept it at the right point by Brogan Davis. Picked off by Cody Powles, and he'll bring it out of the Mission zone now through center ice. Into the cap zone straight away. Now goes wide. Starting pass right at Finley. To Katanski now. He's in. He shoots. And it's off a skate. Deflects wide of the far post. Ankenbauer now chips it past Finley. He'll chase it to the right wing corner. Katanski's going to pinch in. They jam up. Along the right wing halfwards. Kuzma out of Vittorio in the high slot. On the line to Declan Jason. Side of the left circle. Taken away by the Caps. You get a whistle on another rink. Keeps throwing me off a little bit, Robert.
Yeah, Finley came off the ice. He's sitting on the bench right now. I think maybe he tweaked something or got hit. I didn't see it.
Sankenbauer for the Caps in the Mission on the right wing. He's checked by Garcia on the right wing halfboards. Slides to the right circle. Stocker with the shot. A right pad save by Winbeal. Rebound! And another save by Winbeal. Oh, did it go in?
No, I saw the hands above the head.
Well, that was the Caps' best scoring chance of the game right there, Robert. And we talk about it every year when the situation occurs. When a goaltender's not been seeing shots regularly, it's kind of hard for them to get in the zone. But Jake was sharp on that little sequence.
Well, I was going to say the same thing. I mean, for myself, those are the first 2 shots on goal I've recorded for the Caps in the second period. We're at 9:25, so we've eclipsed nearly 7.5 minutes. Jake makes another one there off the faceoff.
McCormick now chips it to Gordon Carroll, left wing corner. Mission zone to Declan Jason. He backhands it up to Garcia, and he'll go. Garcia into the Cap zone on the right wing. Garcia cuts in, tries to get a shot off, slides off his stick, but he stays with it. Left wing corner, checked there by Kostichka. Backhands it to Barnett, goes cross ice, trying to hit McCormick. McCormick sends it back down deep, spins behind that Gordon Carroll. Nice deflection, trying to center it off the wall. To AJ Garcia, he's in the high slot. Now to Barnett, left point. Barnett with a little bit of room. He shoots just over the crossbar. I don't think Nightswinger saw that one, Robert. McCormick pinches up, right wing halfwards, keeps it alive. To Garcia now, slides it. Oh, Barnett was pitching in. Good play by Kostichka to clear it out of the zone.
That's another phrase we've been using a lot about our D so far in the first period and a half, Ryan. Pinching. They're pinching really, really deep on this Madison team and getting golden opportunities.
Gordon Carroll now into the cap zone. Cuts towards the slot. Fans on his first shot. Stays with it. Sends it towards the net. Rolls slowly to the slot. Plant tries to get a stick on it, but it's cleared out by Impola. Kept in left point by Kritsky. He'll take it down deep now. Left wing corner. Chips it behind the net to Plant. Why not? He's got the hot stick. Hextall takes it away. He's got Plant in front. Shoots. Oh, and it's off of a stick. Oh, and there's a shot. Plant scores. They just kept staying with it, Robert. He's got his 4th of the game. I'll tell you, this line combination, and you know, you're seeing a little bit of different lines here as you have an uneven number of forwards, but we've seen Plant and Hextall out there together now for most of the game, and the combination so far has been magical.
Well, that one again, I mean, you're right, they stuck with it, and Victor, I thought he had the first one, but then it came right back to him, and at that point, the goalie was down and out, and Victor cashes in again. 44 has 4.
Hextall this shot. I think that went off the crossbar and out of play. So Mission just pouring it on here, 7-0 with 7:57 here to go in the second period. I'm sorry, 8-0.
It's 8, yeah.
The rink scorekeeper isn't keeping up, so they've got a snowman on the board. Oh. To Hextall, he's in! And it's broken up there in the low slot by Brogan Davis. Good play.
Great play by Victor, winning that face-off and getting it right to Jack.
Hextall almost had too much time there, Robert. Kritsky pass behind Cunningham a little bit. Buchanan leaves it for Brady. He cuts in now to Plant again. Left circle, slides it to Hextall, and a save by Neiswanger.
Well, they got great mojo going on today, don't they?
Back to Plant. Sharp angle shot. Misses the net. Kept in at the left point by Kritsky. He'll send it back down to the left wing corner to Hextall. Tries to center it. Broken up there by Kuntz. He's being harassed there, though. Tries to clear it. Capitals have it just temporarily. Hextall takes it away from Eklund to Hecker now. Cutting in. Hecker right circle. Cross ice. Trying to hit Hextall. It's off a stick. Katanski has it now. Katanski towards the net. Rebound to Hecker and a shot and a save. Puck's loose. Oh, referee lost sight.
Oh. Yeah, it was never covered, but we had a better angle on it than the referee who blew the whistle. But Finley's back out on the ice. Just FYI, he didn't miss a shift.
Well, this Neiswanger looks like he's stretching a little bit, Robert, and I don't want to.
Well, he's been.
He's been overworked. There's a shot that one hit Finley, never made it on net. Chipped up. Katanski keeps it on the boards, backhands it down. Taken by Jacob Impola of the Capitals. A chip to the left wing corner. Finley picks it off. Centering pass trying to Kuzma. It's between the defenseman and out of the zone. Hecker has it. Makes a nice little move to evade Majewski. He's into the cap zone on the right wing. Cuts towards the slot. Kuzma with the shot over the crossbar again. He's had a couple nice chances here. So he's to lower that one just a little bit, and he's got it. At the end boards to Kuzma, right wing corner. Tries to hit Finley, cutting through the slot. Powell's off his stick. He's got a left wing corner deck to Finley now. Finley now spins back, takes a look, has it on his forehand. Fans on a pass. Slides to Katanski, who sends it back to Finley. Finley checked there by Kostichka. Block tries to shove it out, and they do. This is Majewski and Hecker one-on-one. He's into the Mission zone onside on the right wing. Majewski will take it behind the net, waiting for a trailer. Centering pass, he's got his man. Was a little bit behind him. Sutter Morrison, we got a whistle.
Wendy kicked the net off, I think. Yes, he did. Whoops!
It doesn't take much for Jake to knock.
Those are awfully big pads, you know. Awfully big pads.
Face off to Windbeal's right. 6:04 to go in the second. 8-0 Mission.
Jeez, that's the third time now. Schaefer's been kicked out of the face-off circle. This is like, I think he's the only kid who's been kicked out so far today.
Declan, Jason Schaefer, Gordon Carroll, and AJ Garcia. There's a shot, left pad save after the deflection. Gordon Carroll picks it up in the low slide, and he'll go out over the Mission line on the far wing through center ice. Kind of knocked off his stick temporarily, tried to bring it in, goes in off sides, and we'll get a face-off just outside the Caps blue line on the far face-off dot. Gordon Carroll against Jake Cimarelli here on the draw. They battle for it. The Caps win it. Brogan Davis up ahead now, trying to hit Sutter Morrison. Barnett picked it off. Listen to Vittorio in the mission zone on the near wing as they regroup off the near boards to Gordon Carroll. It's off his stick to Model. Garcia takes away from him, though. Now he's in, slides to Declan Jason, and a one-timer and a right pad save there by Neiswanger to Barnett at the right point. Barnett makes a move. He's in. Decides to spin back to Garcia in the high slot, down to kind of Vittorio. It's past him. Model has it now for the Caps. Taken away. Centering pass to Declan Jason. Off stick. Garcia with a shot and a save in the butterfly by Neiswanger. He'll just hang on to that one.
So I've got 15 shots on goal so far from Mission here in the second period for a game total of 28. Oh, I've caught up with the official scorer. We're both at 28. I've got 7 for the Madcaps.
Maybe I was a little harsh on the. I think I get one of the two right. That may have been a little harsh on the rink official scorer, Robert.
Just another observation with what's happening in the offensive zone for Mission. The D are not scared to pinch, and then the forwards are covering for them on the back line at those points. There's really good rotation. People are comfortable in various positions. Lots of movement.
Puck in the Cap zone behind the net, now to the left wing corner. There's a whistle. I'm just going to call a hand pass.
But you know what I mean, Ryan? They're not standing around like statues out there, right?
It's part of their forecheck, Robert. I mean, this is part of the game plan. So the forwards know they're going to do it. They're ready to back them up, and the defensemen know to be aggressive. And it's paying off for the Mission in this one for sure. Hextall loses the handle on it. Takes an Ankenbauer battle for the puck. It's on the right wing half boards. Deflects out to Kuntz. He backhands it though. A blind pass picked off by Plant. Tries it Buchanan. Kept in at the right point by McCormick. Sent down. Taken away by Brogan Davis. Buchanan takes away from him. Puck pinballing around in the right wing corner. Hextall backhands it to McCormick just inside the line at the right point. He'll send it over to Kritsky at the left point. Makes a little move. Side of the left circle now. Sends it down. Gets past Buchanan. Off the end boards to the right wing half boards, chipped up and kept in. Hextall again. Hextall bottom of the right circle, tries to center, broken up by Brogan Davis. Takes a check for his efforts. Buchanan now checked by Davis. He battles Eklund. Eklund tries to take it away. Nice job by Buchanan in the corner. Hextall, so he passed Plant to Kritsky. Oh, and he air-railed it. The unselfish play there by Victor Plant, Robert.
That was the right play. It was the right play.
Kritsky, so he passed to Hextall. Didn't get everything he wanted on that shot. The right wing corner.
The puck movement again with Hextall and Plant is something to behold here.
Plant now again. Here they go. Back into the Cap zone on the right wing. Kritsky now centering pass to Finley. Kicks it to his forehand. Now to Kuzma. Tries to get Kritsky in the low slot. He centers it through the crease, and they'll go the other way. Now it's a foot race. Possible 2-on-1. Hecker getting back on Kostichka. Nice job there to agitate him just enough to take away. And a good hit there by Hecker in the left wing corner. They battle for a mission zone. Hecker and Block come together. Puck on the left wing halfwards, chipped up to Kuzma. Kuzma finds it, clears it out of the zone. It's at center ice. And Polo will play it by the Caps line. Up ahead now at center ice. Taken away though by Finley, 2-on-2. Back into the Cap zone. Finley, right circle, shoots off the crossbar.
He beat him.
Centering pass. Deflects out to Majewski. He turns it over to Hecker in the slot. He takes a shot. That's off his skate wide of the net to the left wing corner. Kuzma tries to find it. He's battling Majewski there. Slides it, try to get the Impola. Taken away by Cody Powles. To Kuzma now behind the net. Checked there by Caden Block. Centering pass to the slot. Guyette has it. Tries to backhand him Majewski. He finds it. He slides through to Guyette. He'll go 1-on-4 here. That didn't last very long. 2.5 minutes here to go in the second period. 8-0 Mission. Stretch pass from Hecker to Powles onside. Right wing into the Cap zone. Makes a little outside in move, but it's broken up. Powles stays with it though.
And Powles and Cruz got a little extended shift here.
Puck pinballing around. Kuzma gets it taken away, but it's kept in by Hecker at the right point. Hecker in, takes a shot. Neiswanger got a piece of it. It's over the net off the glass. Declan Jason now right wing, left wing half-boards to Cunningham, to Kuzma, and a save on the butterfly by Neiswanger. Face off to his left.
He closed that right armpit area awfully quick to squeeze that one. Nearly got through that sweater.
Gordon Carroll between Garcia, Declan Jason, Vittorio Katansky at the left and right points.
A little Godfather?
Yeah.
Is that what I'm hearing in the background?
Off of Garcia's stick to the left wing corner. Gordon Carroll to Declan Jason now. Deflects on net. Nice Swinger's just going to pin that one up on the side of the net, face off to his right. Take the draw against Davis Thompson. Mission win it clean to Vittorio, left point. Takes a shot, saved by Nice Swinger, rebound, they score!
Schaefer. On the 20th shot on goal of the period, by my count, results in our 5th goal of the period.
So at 15-15, Schaefer Gordon Carroll gets his second of the game.
I'm giving the assist to
Louis
Lewis.
Vittorio.
Yep. 9-0. Ryan, what are you anticipating between the second and the third? Ice cut?
It's a good question. I'm not sure what is. I think it's more standard practice at U15 than it is at U14, but I'm not sure what they're going to decide to do. We'll stay tuned. Gordon Carroll now to Garcia. Chips it kind of to himself there on the right wing half boards to Katansky at the right point. Katansky's shot, that's deflected up into the netting above the glass.
I like that they're staying aggressive despite the score, right? I think that, I think they're motivated to keep that 0 on the board, number one, for the full game. Get the shutout for Jake, but they keep on, putting the pedal to the metal here. Look, you got 2 more games against the Caps. I don't think they're playing to embarrass them. I think they're just playing good fundamental hockey.
Well, I don't expect them to take their foot off the gas, especially in the first game of the season. Puck in the Caps zone, left wing corner. Gordon Carroll battle slides out to Declan Jason. Declan Jason now top of the left circle, takes a shot, saving the butterfly by Nice Swinger. Face off to his right, down to 1:09 here to go in the second. Mission do it for a partial forward line change here. They'll have the tandem of Plant and Hextall coming back out here with Maddox Buchanan. Actually going to change the whole thing up. And Barnett and McCormick come on at the left and right points. He'll take the draw here against Caden Block. Block wins it clean. Puck behind the net. Suspense now taken away. Hextall tries to stuff it. Buchanan scores.
So now there's so much attention to Hextall and Plant on that line that Bucky sneaked right in there very, very deep. Loose puck after Victor and Jack are hacking away and banged it home. Another wide open gaping net for goal number 10.
That goal comes at 15:58. Maddox Buchanan, I got to imagine there's going to be an assist at least there to Jack Hextall.
Yeah, I gave it to Hextall.
It could be secondaries on a lot of these. That's 6 goals here in the second after a 4-goal first. They just keep going.
You think it took us about 6 minutes of elapsed time to get our first goal, and ever since that point in time, Ryan, over the course of the last 20 or so minutes, we've put 10 on the board.
Hextall into the Cap zone on the left wing. Centering pass. He's got Plant again, but he's jammed up there nicely by Sutter Morrison. Davis out to Majewski, and he'll slide it out to Guyette. Trying to get the handle on it. Knocked off his stick by Barnett. Plant will go the other way. Mr. Plant now into the Cap zone on the right wing. Goes wide. He's in. He's being held there by Modelet.
He had 4 guys hawking him there.
Barnett spins back at the left point. He'll take it to the high slot. Out to the side of the right circle, now right wing corner, backhands it down to Hextall behind the net. So he passed the Plant, thinking everything he wanted on that. He was cross-checked from behind by Morrison, looking for his 5th goal of the game there. Guyette now out to Majewski for the Capitals. He's checked off the puck by Barnett. Oh, a sharp angle shot there by Morrison. Windmill had the post. The Mission will go the other way now. 3 seconds left. Hextall now can't get the shot off, and that'll do it for 2. So Robert, a little bit. I'm not gonna by any means say that the Capitals are gonna quit this one at all. I think they're gonna come out and I think they're gonna play their strongest period in the third. But a little bit of a change in the body language after those last few goals there, especially on some of those scrums in front of Nice Swinger. The Mission are winning every one-on-one battle right now, and but look. The Mission have a huge lead. There's a third period to come. This is a Capitals team with a lot of pride. I expect they're going to regroup and come out. And I think you're going to see a very physical Capitals team here in the third period.
Well, 10 goals, I mean, that's got to come as a shock to everybody. You think just about from a chemistry standpoint with Mission, I think the boys themselves, in all fairness, would say that they're surprised that they've put 10 up. I guarantee you the Madison Capitals are surprised that there's 10 on the board. I mean, this again, traditionally with this 08 group has been a team that does play solid defense, right? I mean, it's like a 2 or 3 goal against type of squad that they traditionally put out. But the 10 on the board is quite remarkable. But the Mission has done it as a team. Every single line and pairing, yes, granted that the Hextall Plant combination has been absolutely on fire in this matchup. But you think about Schaefer and AJ paired up, and all the zone time they've spent. Kuzma, Finner, and Cody together out there. It's to a man. And even the thing on the D side, they're in the action deep in the offensive zone. It's coming from all places and all players. And Madison is just having a real tough time keeping up.
Well, and one of the things you look at going into a season, you talk about team chemistry and how long is it going to take to find it. And if you remember last year, Robert, the power play came out a little bit slow out of the gate. I think they were like 1 for their first 11, and it was slow for the better part of the first third to one half of the season, to be honest. And not that other aspects of the game weren't clicking at that point, but what you're seeing here after those first few minutes of the game, you're seeing chemistry develop at a very rapid pace here between and among particular players. That's for sure.
Well, you mentioned the power play, right? But the first 2 goals of the game are shorthanded goals. Right. So even strength, power play, shorthanded. The kids they're figuring out ways to do it, and they're figuring out ways to do it. Not only do we have the pairings, but there's mixtures of guys out there on the ice. You're not rolling out the same 3 forwards every time, or the same 2 D pairing all the time, and that in part, perhaps it's the way that the roster was designed by Christian and Gino, right? You got odd number on the D, odd numbers on the forwards. Guys got to be used to playing with a whole bunch of different guys in a whole bunch of different spaces.
Well, and the team, the Mission team they look motivated. They look ready. I mean, one of the things that's standing out is the one-on-one battles. They're winning almost all of them, and then that's resulting in turnovers. The Caps will have the puck, and then they won't. And like I said, a little bit of my perception, notice a little bit of the body language of the Caps players, a little bit of dejection. That's my perception, what I'm seeing. But like I said, I don't think they're going to come out in the third and just hang it up. I think right now, if I'm the Caps coach, I'm saying, look, yeah, that score doesn't look very good out there, but you know what? Let's go out. We got 2 more games with these guys after today. Let's come out. Let's play with pride. Let's finish our checks. Let's play physical. Let's start winning some one-on-one battles. I expect that of the 3 periods that we've seen so far, the Capitals will play their best period in the third.
Well, and frankly, there's no reason to be dejected. It's their first game of the year as well, right? They're facing some of the same chemistry questions that the Mission did. They brought in 4 or 5 new kids as well. You never know how it's all going to work together. You got to be reminded of that. And you're right. They got to go back to the principles. Go back to the effort, side of it. Just the stick-to-itiveness and just play the best that you can. I mean, the Mission, the talent level, is potentially second to none in the country this year. But even today, I mean, a lot of some of the goals are, deflections, and they find our sticks in front of the net. etc. So yeah, it might say 10 on the board and feel like, oh my goodness, right, that this is a complete mismatch. But there have been some lucky bounces as well that have gone Mission's way. They've prepared for it and they're in the right places, granted. But the Madcaps can't be looking at themselves like we we're not doing the best that we can.
I never liked the saying you make your own luck, but we talk about the deflections. A lot of those deflections were caused after one-on-one battles had been won to keep the puck in the zone, so to win a battle in the corner, to take it away from somebody. Next thing, so in this one, I would depart a little bit from my general philosophy on that and say, what, they are making some of their luck here in this game so far, but you put luck in quotes. It's just been a lot of hard work, and the Mission are clicking right now. They are cutting the ice. We're going to take a very, very short break and come back for the start of the third period. You're watching the opener of the 23-24 Chicago Mission fall season. This is Chicago Mission Hockey on YouTube.
He's like, I would have.
All right, we're back for the start of the third period. I understand. I hope that the feed is coming through. I told you that in the email it wasn't good Wi-Fi here, but pregame was good. If it didn't go through, we'll definitely play that montage video again at fifth third if it really didn't come through well. But any feedback you guys want to give on what you are and what you aren't seeing, that would be great. But we're on our way. Mission have a 10-0 lead here going into the third period. Mission are going from our right to our left here. Nice winger still in net for the Caps. You find that Kuzma takes it away on the inboards in the right wing corner now. Caps zones checked there by Kostichka and Cimarelli. They battle for the puck now. Cody Powers checks Cimarelli, tries to chip it up and out to Cunningham now. Top of the left circle. And a nice pass there to Finley. It was just wide of the far post. Powers tried to center it. Puck's loose in front of the net, deflecting around. Kuzma now knocked off his stick before he loaded up. Cunningham sends it down to the left wing corner. Finley now behind that, sending pass to Kuzma again. That shot's wide of the net along the far boards. Kritzky keeps it in right point. Kritzky out the shot to traffic, deflected, and a right pad save by Neiswanger. That was Finley on the deflection. It's flipped up and out of the zone. Kritzky will chase it back into the Mission zone.
Nice opening shift there by Kuzma, Finley, and Powles.
Behind the Mission net now, Brady Cunningham. Fans on his first pass attempt. Takes the next one to Gordon Carroll, and he'll go off the near boards of Garcia. Catches him in stride. AJ Garcia's in. He cuts in. He shoots. And good job there by the Caps to jam it up in the low slot.
I'm not sure it ever got off his stick. I don't know if it got off his stick.
Tansky to Gordon Carroll. He fans on his attempted pass. Checked by Vittorio. Puck's out of the zone now. Gordon Carroll will take it by the Mission blue line. Cross ice to Katansky on the far wing, and he's got it. He's got some room to skate, and he'll go.
It's a nice place.
Checked off the puck there by Ankenbauer. Played behind the Capitals net there. Morrison loses an edge. Picked off by Gordon Carroll in the slot temporarily off a stick out to center ice. Vittorio has it now for the Mission. Louis Vittorio now tries to sidestep a check, chips it to Gordon Carroll straight away, drops it off to Garcia. AJ Garcia trying to hit Vittorio, cutting deep, sharp angled shot. Gordon Carroll almost got a stick on that one, was never on net. Kept in at the line. Morrison tries to clear it to flex up. It's through center ice. There's a whistle.
Something in the...
I'm going to say it was played with a high stick.
I think so. We're going to get a face-off in our zone.
So Hextall and Plant, Buchanan.
By the way, we haven't...
with Hecker and Barnett. Excuse me, Robert.
Victor Plant... Mom Christy had a birthday last week. That's a heck of a birthday gift for her. All right, Victor comes out here and puts on quite a show in Game 1. Happy birthday, Christy Plant.
Hecker with the shot from the right point, saved by Neiswanger. They keep it in. Barnett sends it towards the net. Deflected on net by Buchanan and is saved by Neiswanger, moving from his left to his right. It's a nice save there.
We've got a running clock in the third, P.S., Ryan.
Hextall and Caden block on the draw to Neiswanger's right. 50-50 on this one. Pinballing around. Between Plant's legs to Ackland. Chips it past block. Sent back the other way by Hecker, but deflects off a stick and out of play. So we'll get another face-off at center ice. Face-off just outside the Mission blue line on the far dot. Hextall and Block again. Block has Eklund and Majewski out there with him. To Brogan Davis. Passes behind Spence. Taken away there by Buchanan. Tries to center for Hextall. That's broken up. Plant has it though. Behind the net, looking to deal. To Hacker just inside the line at the right point. He takes a shot, deflected, and a right pad save there by Neiswanger through traffic. Puck in the left wing corner now. Victor Plant out takes it away. Centering pass broken up by Majewski in the slot. Misconnects with the pass. It's out of the zone. Here go the Caps, though. It's off a stick to Barnett in the Mission zone to slide it up the Hextall, and he'll go through center ice, cross ice to Plant. Now into the Cap zone, left wing. Backhanded pass trying to Buchanan. Nice job by Brogan Davis to break that one up.
Oh, I can't believe he even got it through there.
Buchanan checked by Davis in the left wing corner in the Cap zone. They continue to battle behind the net. Caden Block now as well. Slides out to Hextall, takes a shot and a save in the butterfly by Neiswanger. Mission keeping the pressure on, Robert. Neiswanger doing a nice job here, holding the fort in the third.
Well, it's just another example of just sticking with it and, putting pucks on net there. I mean, that was nothing fancy, and Victor got, a couple of them, including that last prime opportunity by Hextall.
There's a shot out from McCormick. I don't know the Neiswanger saw that one. Kritzky pinches up in the left wing halfwards, keeps it in, slides off a stick and backhanded out of the zone. He'll roll through center ice, foot race between Kritzky and Kuntz. Kuntz all over Kritzky. Kuntz goes down. Now they battle for it. Deflects to Powell's. Kept it at the high slot by Model. It sends it towards the net, but never made it on goal. Hit a body in the mid-slot area. So Cimarelli now taken away by Kuzma. He takes a check there from Model. It sends it towards the net, and a backhanded shot by Kuntz in the low slot on the left wing side there. Didn't get everything he wanted on it, but Windbill was there. He makes the save in the butterfly face-off to his right.
It's the first shot on goal for Madison here in the third period. We're down to 11-11 in the third.
Kuzma, Finley, and Powles with Cunningham and Katansky. Mission win it. Cunningham plays it behind the net now. Up ahead, in stride to Kuzma. Bring it out over the line now. Tries to slide it to Finley. It's broken up. Powles finds the loose puck, brings it in straight away. Cap zone. Now he goes wide towards the right wing circle. Takes a sharp angled shot. It's wide of the near post. Kept it at the line by Cunningham. Cunningham towards the net. Deflects on net. Save. Puck is loose. And a save by Neiswanger.
He's down.
He's a little slow getting up there. Finley knocked off his stick. Guyette has it. He fans a little bit, but it still finds its way to Kostichka. Katansky checks him, and Cunningham will play in the left wing corner. Leaves it for Katansky. Sends it up along the far boards to Finley. It's off his stick, taken by Kostichka. Now he'll take a shot off of, nice play by Windbill there, off the top of the chest. Catches it in midair with the glove, face off to his right.
Jake's still pitching that shutout. I've got 10 shots against, 10 saves, with 10 to play in the third, and it's 10-0.
Mission control the draw. Vittorio behind the net to Garcia on the near wing to Gordon Carroll in stride. He'll take it with speed through center ice into the Cap zone left wing. Makes a nice little move. He's in. He shoots. Oh, and a glove save by Neiswanger. I tell you, Robert, that may be his nicest save of the game there, or among his nicest saves of the game. Gordon Carroll was unobstructed. He just had to lift it just a little bit higher, but Neiswanger cut off that angle. Makes a great glove save there, face off to his right.
Schaefer really created his own shot there, working himself around the defense all the way down the ice, and all of a sudden found himself point blank.
Caps win the draw. Deflected out, possible 2-on-1, but slides to Barnett. To Gordon Carroll at center ice now to go the other way to Declan Jason. He's in. Backhanded pass to Garcia. Shoots! And a save by Neiswanger. Just like he did before, Robert. He closed up that little gap between his left side and his left arm. He's got it pinched in there.
Nice passing sequence by the three Mission forwards. Schaefer, Declan, and AJ created a big opportunity there. Schaefer, number one, just getting it off his stick as Deck was calling for the puck, and then Deck dropped a pass to AJ, who was in the right place, burning down the slot.
Caps win the draw. Model it behind the net. Picked off there by Gordon Carroll. Centering pass is actually a sharp shot on net. Neiswanger had the post, though. Now chipped out of the zone. Gordon Carroll now back for the Mission. Plays it back out over the Mission line on the far wing. Tries to sauce it Garcia. It's over his stick, though, to the left wing halfwards in the Cap zone. He battles with Spence for it. Nice pass off the boards to Davis Thompson. Now they battle just inside the line on the left wing half-boards. Chipped out to Barnett. His pass is picked off there by Cimarelli, but he's checked off the puck by Gordon Carroll. Vittorio has it now for the Mission. Sends it high off the glass. Kept it at the line temporarily. Declan Jason knocks it off of Eklund's stick, and he'll go straight away into the Cap zone. Now he goes wide to the right circle. Hextall slides it towards the net, and a save, and left there by Cimarelli for Neiswanger, who covers it up.
Give Schaefer Gordon credit back here in the defensive zone. You had two D-men back there. Abe had a little bit of trouble with that bouncing puck. Schaefer playing smart center, coming back checking, found himself at the blue line and interrupted a potential opportunity for the Caps.
Taken away by Hextall, slides it to McCormick now, left point, sends it towards the net, blocked in front by Brogan Davis, never made it on goal. It's pinballing around again. Davis and Plant come together on the left wing half boards to Hextall now behind the net. Ooh, he's thinking about the Michigan there, Robert.
Yeah, he's been thinking about it for about the last 2 periods. He finds himself behind the net and just wants to be creative and find a way to get it in front.
Well, Hextall loses an edge on the pass from Plants out to center ice. McCormick there harassed temporarily. He does a nice job sidestepping Kostichka. He's into the Cap zone left wing. Backhanded shot is over the net, off the glass and on the far boards. Kept in by Plant, sends it down to the right wing corner.
McCormick's got some quick skates back there as a D-man. Some nice quick little strides. Covers a lot of territory in a short period of time.
We're gonna have another Capitals penalty here. This is Camden Guyette. He's going to go for hooking. Penalty comes at 10:18.
You got it.
Well, the other thing I noticed, Robert, the stick work of the Mission has been just fabulous in this game, cutting off passing lanes, creating turnovers. Tansky in the high slot to Kritsky, the right point. Mission 2 for 4 on the power play. Kritsky spins back again, side of the right circle now. Trade places with Katansky. Sends it to Kuzma now at the left point. Creating a little bit of space now. Kuzma spins back to Kritsky, high slot, passes behind Katansky. He finds it though, tries to send it towards the net to flex up and into the netting. Clock continues to run here. The minute and a half to go on the power play, 6:11 in the game.
Solid puck movement again on the power play. Winning faceoffs, getting set, moving that puck, and trying to find opportunities.
To Katansky at the left point, sends it down to Kuzma now. Left circle, he's in. That shot's blocked. There's a sharp angle shot. Nice winger finds that one as well. It's just under his left pad. It looks like now a little extra in front. I don't think anything's going to come out of this.
Just under a minute now on the power play. And Gino's going to stick with the same unit.
Again, it's Kuzma, Powles, and Finley, Katansky, and Kritsky. .50 on this one, pinballing around. Kuzma finds it, tries to sauce it up to the left point, but it's cleared out of the zone. They'll chase it down. That is icing. They'll do it again, down to 20 seconds on the power play on the running clock, 5 minutes to go in the third.
Be ready here. The door's going to open.
50-50 on that one as well. Kuzma has it now left wing half board, sends it down to Finley, to Powles. He's in, a shot saved by Neiswanger. They score. Lincoln Kritsky is pinching in down the right wing there, Robert, in the low slot. Mission just keep peppering Neiswanger, who's done a nice job here in the third period, but you can't save them all. Kritsky chips it in.
I'm calling that an even strength goal, Ryan. I think the penalty had just expired. It's our first goal of the third period.
Call that one at 12:30.
Agreed. Who did you have on that one? Did you say Hecker?
Kritsky.
Kritsky,
did a nice job there. The Mission just kept coming. It was Neiswanger, I think he made at least 2 saves on that sequence, Robert. But the next one just deflected out. If that was a pass, and I can't tell from here, then that it was a great pass. But Kritsky read it well. He got down deep, came right to him, and Neiswanger had no chance on that one. And like I said, Neiswanger's been very good in this period. I mean,
well, it's the first goal against.
Oh, correct. A lot of the goals against here, he hasn't really had much of a chance on. And like you said before, a lot of that had to do with the Mission's ability to expose the backdoor play. But he's not quitting either. And he's played valiantly here in the third. Puck into the Mission zone now.
Oh, yeah. Schaefer
Cunningham takes a high hit there from Majewski.
Yeah, he's looking for a call. He's got one, actually.
Now there's a delayed penalty. Barnett up ahead now to Cunningham, 2-on-2. He's got Garcia to his right, into the cap zone, left wing. Trailing is Declan Jason, back to Cunningham, sends it towards the net. And Neiswanger had it pinned under his right pad there on the side of the net. So the Mission will go back on the power play.
So they're not even stopping the clock for the penalty now. Up there it is, 2:41 remaining.
You have a bit of misconduct. Put the arms on the hips. Did I read that right, Rob? No. No. Well, yeah, they're calling. This was a high. Okay, that might have been Cimarelli on the hit. I don't know. The referee looks like he's not sure who he's taking. I thought it was Majewski that hit Cunningham.
Well, I think Majewski thought it was him as well, and then Majewski skated over to the bench. He went towards the penalty box for starters, and now, is he telling him to go home?
It looks like Cimarelli's getting the gate.
Yeah.
Now, I didn't see what happened with that, Robert. I thought that the penalty came on the... I thought it came on the hit. He went just a little high on Cunningham on the one. I thought that's what the penalty was. That was Majewski, though. I didn't see what happened subsequent.
Did Majewski hit Cunningham in the corner?
I didn't think so. I think there was something else that went on, but
there was definitely a call on that hit in the far corner, Ryan. I mean, the arm went up at that stage, and he's still talking over here on the side. So perhaps 12 got a misconduct, and now they need somebody to serve the penalty with 2:41 to play in an 11-0 game.
Looks like Stocker's going to go serve the minor. So Cimarelli gets a 2 and a 10. 2:41 to go in the game here. Hextall, Plant, Buchanan, Vittorio, Hecker on the power play. One clean to Vittorio at the left point. Chips it back to Plant. Now Plant takes a look. Down to Hextall. It's back to Plant, left point. Cross ice trying to hit Hecker coming in. Broken up there by Eklund. And he'll chip it out all the way down and just wide of the near post for icing. And the clock will continue to run, which should take about another 20 to 30 seconds off the game clock here as they wait to drop the puck.
Quite an opening night, huh?
Hextall and Morrison there. Mission win the draw. Hecker to Plant, now Plant to Vittorio. Left circle, takes a shot. That one hit a body. I don't think it made it on net. Hextall now has it for the Mission. Left wing corner. Deflects to Buchanan. Tries to shovel it up to Plant. Picked off temporarily. Buchanan has it out center ice outside the line. Drops it off for Hecker. Hecker brings it back in as Hextall towed the line now. Hecker cross ice trying to hit Hextall. He's got it on the left wing, half forward, spins back, creates a little space now to Plant, back to Hextall, shot and a save. Hecker gets the rebound and backhands it in.
Great two-man game there. Plant and Hextall again, and it creates an opportunity for a pinching D-man on the power play. Hecker picks it up, bangs it home for number 12. But again, a weak side play. A weak side pinch by a D, very, very deep on the power play. But it's all created on the strong side with that passing game with in this case, Plant and Hextall.
Hecker at 14:30, his first of the season from at least, again, from Plant and Hextall on that one. And, Victor Plant, he's got at least a 7-point game here, Robert. Now going down to 30 seconds to go in the game. Face off back in the Mission zone to Winbeel's right. Sent towards the net. Cormick breaks that one up. Kriske sidesteps a check. He's got a right wing corner Mission zone. Sends it up. That misconnects with everyone all the way down, but it's going to be on net. So Neiswanger is going to just cover that one, and I don't think they're going to drop another puck, Robert.
Yeah, it should do her. And it will. The doors are open.
So in the 23-24 opener, Robert, the Chicago Mission defeat the Madison Capitals 11-0.
12. 12-0, Ryan.
You're right. 12-0.
Quite a statement.
He wasn't tremendously busy in net, but again, it makes it almost for a tougher game for a goaltender. So Jake Winbiel pitches the shutout. I think they had something like 13 shots on goal on the board.
That's what I had.
All right, so Jake makes 13 saves. There was one sequence in particular where the Caps got a shot, a rebound. He made a nice right pad save there in the second. But again, you're not seeing much. You're just kind of standing around waiting, and you got to be ready to go. And Jake gets a shutout in the first game. The Mission, kind of just come out and play a complete game here against the Capitals, Robert. I mean, it started with those two shorthanded goals at the beginning of the game. I'll recap the scoring as quickly as I can. It was Schaefer Gordon Carroll shorthanded from Elise Ryan Heckert, 4:56 of the first. Abe Barnett shorthanded at 6:06 from Victor Plant. And then it was Victor Plant at 11:13 from Jack Hextall, even strength. Plant again at 14:25 on the power play from Ryan Hecker. And it was 4-0 going into the second. It was Hextall at 33 seconds from Victor Plant at even strength, just returning the favor after the Hextall's face-off win and that pass to Plant in the slot there, and for that second goal that he had there in the first. It's Cody Powell's at 1:43 on a play where the Mission just kept coming. A lot of bodies laying down the crease. Powell's found a little room there, kept it low, got it just inside the near post there. Victor Plant at 5:28, and again the power play, and again at 8:53. Schaefer Gordon Carroll put in a rebound on a point shot from Louis Vittorio at 15:15 of the second, then at 15:58. It was Maddox Buchanan on a rebound from Elise Jack Hextall. Lincoln Kritzky at 12:30, and then Ryan Hecker closes out the scoring from Victor Plant and Jack Hextall. I don't know. I think that this, the Mission played well, and I think the game from the Caps, this is a little bit of an anomaly for them. They just got beaten every facet of the game today. The Mission came out with a purpose. Again, winning one-on-one battles in all the zones, causing turnovers. It seemed like the Caps did not have the puck on their stick for extended periods of time at all. When you thought they had something going in transition, next thing you know, a stick flashes out, they're losing the puck again. So give the Mission a lot of credit. I mean, they forced the turnovers, they made the plays. If you can give up 12 goals and have played your heart out, play a nice game, I think that Hayden Neiswanger did that. Those ones are not on him. He was left a little hung out to dry down low. Especially in some of those early goals. You talked about it. The Mission were exposing those backdoor plays, and there was wide open nets. Defensemen were just losing the weak side guy pretty regularly, and the Mission took advantage of it. So a 12-0 win in Game 1. Again, I do think the third period was the Capitals' best period of this game. I expect they're going to come back out tomorrow. Again, team with a lot of pride, team with a lot of talent. They're gonna think about this one tonight. I think they're gonna come out tomorrow and play a strong game against us.
Yeah, and in the Mission, it is just one game, but it's a heck of an opener. It's a heck of an opening statement. 12-0. With a couple of new faces and a new coach, and Jack Hextall goal and at least 3 assists by my count. Patty McCormick on that back end, quick little D-man, knows how to move that puck out of that defensive zone and into the neutral zone and make some plays as well. But quite frankly, a complete game by the Mission. They scored in every possible way. 2 shorthanded goals. I have 3 power play goals, even strength, and including equal strength. Because that was a 4-on-4 goal that Hextall scored early in the second period on the assist from Plant. So they did it every way that they could possibly do it, and they pitched the shutout. So, when you want to talk about, a couple of the early themes, insofar as the chemistry of the team and the squad, you don't necessarily want to overstate it, but at the same time, putting 12 up in the opener and pitching a shutout, is a heck of a good start, a heck of a step in the right direction insofar as chemistry. And then number 2, energy. They did not give up on any pucks. They did not give up on any one-on-one battles. You saw the centers playing the full, the full length of the ice. Lots of passing, right? Lots of sharing the puck. Winning again those one-on-one battles and winning battles down low. And getting in points, down low. Where you could score goals, including D-men. The last one by Hecker is a prime example of that. He's camped out on the post on the power play and bangs home a rebound shot. So, a lot of good things to take away from it. Again, you don't want to overstate it, but 12-0 is a heck of a good start.
Yeah, I like the special teams play too. We talked about it. It was a little slow out of the gate last year, but starting off, and I've got 3 for 6 on the power play, and then scoring 2 shorthanded goals. On the same power play, going 4 for 4 on the penalty kill. It's a good way to start the season for sure in the special teams department.
Yep, it's something that that they work on, right? We've seen them specifically work on special teams, and it seemed that we got some early dividends on that.
I think that wraps it up for Game 1. Robert, what do you think?
It's time to get back to Chicago.
Well, our next Mission broadcast on YouTube will be coming to you tomorrow, Saturday, August 26th at 4:10 p.m. Central Time, when we will once again take on the Madison Capitals in Game 2 of this 3-game set. So, for my partner Robert Finley and my camerawoman Megan Dunley, this is Ryan Katansky from the Darien Sportsplex here in Darien, Illinois, where once again the final score is Mission 12 and the Madison Capitals 0. We hope you can join us all tomorrow. Hope you have a great Friday night. Until then, so long, everyone.